yeah, people hydrate, drink water, and no ice in your Sprite. If you go to McDonald's, if you go to fast food.
We're not doing it.
Don't mute me. Do not mute me. I'm not finished.
All right, Mark.
I'm not finished. Hold on, Mark.
No, you took my chair earlier. You ain't about to take this mic again. But no, move.
No,
I don't. No.
Journalism 101.
No.
Subject, take the mic.
No. You just no.
All right,
No
man,
ice.
get to the shit. Plug your show too. You
Oh
plug it.
no, I know, right? So
No ice.
for the good listeners out there, touchdowns to tangents.
Talking to the mic, man.
Are we 8th grade? Are we in 8th grade?
Yeah. Nah, just day one of journalism class.
Shut up. Shut up. Anyway, to the good people out there who subscribe to the Touchdowns to Tangents podcast weekly, it's your boy Mark. My show, Sports Talk with Mark, comes on Wednesday nights, 8:30, live out of Good News Sports Radio Station. Station number 2. Shout out to the new facility. Ours is better. This station 1. It really, but it's also because it's new too. And these mics and these headphones are brand spanking new. And that's all your fault. But yeah, 8:30 p.m. weekly, featuring my co-host DP and our producer G. Actually, it's been fun the last couple weeks. But as far as anything going on, real talk. The podcast game, the media game, writing game is really. I'm getting really focused on making this a full-time thing for myself. Just because the typical 9 to 5 shit, it is no longer my speed. It's no longer my speed. I'm tired of a couple things going on personally, but
Get it off your chest.
no. I can't. No. Real talk, that'll actually be a conflict of interest. I'm still trying to keep my money right. I ain't that rich just to say whatever the hell I want to say. But yeah.
I do. I'm about to.
Oh shit.
I got a lot of shit.
You should call this segment "Don't Get Fired."
Too late. Too late. That's a good one, actually.
don't get fired. But yeah, no. Today was fun just being on here as an official guest, like formally, because I've jumped on y'all stuff like a couple times just on some like low key shit. And now, Pete, you got to come on mine on an official capacity. You too. I held you. Well, no, I didn't hold you up in the studio. I was there watching you write your paper before you walked across that stage.
Goddamn right.
Hey, but that was fun.
That's my response.
That's right. So now Touchdowns to Tangents needs to come out on Wednesday nights.
I'm with it.
And just come with it.
But I might call it.
Hey, whatever it takes, man. Just come
I
on.
live 1 block away, bro.
So come on.
I'm in. Let me know.
Yeah, just pop. If you want to pop up too, that work.
I feel like a light skin dude. Just do it. All right.
First of all, hold on. What's with you and this light skin rudeness?
I only mentioned light skin dudes one time.
But you
Today.
Oh, that's a weekly thing for you?
First off, light skin dudes and dark skin dudes are all.
That's why you over there sweating, moving the tape.
Bro, you cut the air off.
I didn't touch the air.
The air is still on. What are you talking about? That's your fault. It's also because you. I mean, but you the one with a hoodie.
It's a yellow hoodie. First off, I didn't know my mic was on this whole time. Y'all ass. Y'all didn't tell me.
He just turned it on.
All right, get to your
Turn mine off.
Yeah, damn it, Mark. Anyway, it wasn't my fault. The table almost fell over.
That was your fault.
No, it wasn't.
It was.
The inertia and the force from the other side of the table pushed the leg over that way.
Well, the only one here rocking table.
I didn't kick the leg out.
I ain't that strong.
All right, hurry
Yeah.
up.
Don't tell me to hurry up. By the way, anyway.
That sounded like Kamala ducking her attorney
First
general.
off,
Her attorney general.
I've been told you about Kamala Harris, so I'm still mad about Oscar Grant and what she did in Oakland. But anyway, town business. Let the church say amen. Okay, anyway, just wanted to say RIP to a Dead Swan Harris. He's a older black gentleman, a young man. He said a young Latino dude. I'm not even gonna say his name because he doesn't have his name mentioned. You can check the story on Fox 11. It happened. The Orange Line that takes you from NoHo all the way, connects you throughout the valley, Reseda, all that, Chatsworth, all that good stuff. At the Van Nuys stop, Orange Line. This dude, he had killed 2 other people, I guess. Shot his mother. He gets on the Orange Line, Van Nuys, kills Daquan Harris. Man was minding his own business. They're like innocent man, innocent bystander, was turning his life around, has a young child, and see his black man get taken away from his son. And like, it struck me because a homie of mine was supposed to go into work that day, and he would have been on that exact bus had he gone into work that day. And said he went later. And me, for like, as Pete knows, like, when I wasn't in school, I was working at CSUN, and I was catching the Orange Line to work, like, almost every day. Like, that exact same bus. I've seen crazy-ass dudes get on the bus and do wild shit. And the fact that, like, somebody actually got killed on the Orange Line, that shit cut me deep, because most of the people, man, that bus, especially late at night, early in the morning, we're just trying to get to where we're trying to go. People just trying to get home or get to work so they can get home. And that Van Nuys station already has like a reputation. It's like, I mean, along those paths, there's like a lot of homeless people sometimes. But also getting on that bus is a lot of crazy ass people. So there's always that one dude and everybody on the bus knows it. And we all look at that person, he or she. So I just want to say, man, whether you're on public transportation, whether you're at work, wherever you at, like, just be aware of your surroundings and look out for each other. Look out for your fellow man. Because shit wild out here. And people shooting. And the shit just don't make no sense. It's really sad and unfortunate. But to not end on a really sad note, I just want to say a pretty successful summer. It's weird to think that, like, I think like 2 months removed from school, and my mindset is kind of focusing and shifting to where it needs to be. Finally actually doing some more self-care, getting massages to fix my fucked up shoulder, going to the beach, reading, writing a little bit more. And yeah, I had a salad before I came in here. I mean, shout out to not shout out to my I'm probably going to go to Denny's. I'm hungry as fuck. Like, I only ate one time today, and it was before the show. And it was some bum-ass mild teriyaki. I'm at, like, it be your own local businesses that gentrify and then want to raise their prices up on you. That shit hurts. But anyway. Yeah, so, like I said, I'm going to just say this now, and when it happens and he breaks the bank, and everybody's like, oh my God, who called this? I'm like, yeah, it was me. Because if I'm top 3, I'm not 2 or 3. Anyway, Christian McCaffrey, Norv Turner in that offense. Christian McCaffrey, another year under that offense, looking super jacked. Cam Newton with an enhanced throwing motion. Yeah, shout out to Keith. I'm talking about your Panthers. But we got to talk about Cam Newton wearing that.
We talked about this yesterday.
I have a problem with Cam Newton and what he wore, wearing a goddamn Meg Thee Stallion hot girl singlet. Like, fam, I get it. You want to grow your hair out and look androgynous, but your big ass is 6'5", 260. You are not androgynous. You a big ass 6'5", 260 or 240 looking black dude who clearly
Who wears rompers?
Yes, you wear rompers and all types of shit that honestly is nasty and can't be condoned by the rest of the hot boy delegation, city boy delegation. And I just want to say, everybody in a delegation, we need to say a prayer for Future, because he was on Instagram crying, saying, "Man, I need a wife. Fuck, I'm tired of being alone out here." Like, we need to say a prayer for our arch patron of the city boys. You can, if you want to, like, dab into the collection plate, go ahead, free bands, buy all this shit. And E40 had the best album of the year. E40 really had the best album of the year. Like, if you haven't heard E40's new album, that shit is amazing.
Did you listen to Corday's album?
Okay, yeah, I'm going to listen to YB Corday, but he ain't E40. So don't disrespect E40, because he's been doing it 28 years, and your favorite rapper could never be that relevant in 28 years. So town business, and prayers up for Future and the rest of the City Boy clan. We already won.
Like, real talking, really, like, when did Future get on IG crying?
A couple days ago. Look on Lil Duval's Instagram.
Yeah, man. So I haven't been here for a couple weeks, so
Yeah, nigga.
I got a lot of shit to talk about.
Shut up, you catch the beat.
I've been going through a lot of shit, man. My grandpa's back in the hospital. I've been having to deal with that. Been having to deal with taking care of my brothers and sisters more, babysitting them, all that sort of stuff. And so it's really just kind of giving me time to really reflect on the different things that I do, because everybody knows I do a lot. It's giving me a time to reevaluate my relationships, reevaluate my outlook on life. And so for me, I honestly really just want this podcast to be successful, and I want to get our shit together and start, doing everything that goes into all this on time and consistently, and really just take this shit to the next level, because football season is here. And, I don't know. For a long time, this podcast started off as something somewhat of just a platform, something we just wanted to do as a hobby, something to just have a voice. And, it's blown up into this whole thing where we have a studio, and now we're trying to make it a business. And I just want to keep staying committed to that and keep building towards that. And lastly, I got to shout out the Yang Gang last night, because we had a showing. Yeah, that's right. And we raised $500K in 24 hours. So shout out to the Yang Gang. That's all I want to say. And next week, I'll be at NABJ out in Miami.
Vulture.
I'm super excited for that. Yeah, bro. I go to more NABJ meetings than you. I'm more connected than you. I'm borderline on the board.
Because I work and I can't.
Yeah. It's whatever. Anyways. So, yeah, I'm going to NABJ next week. I'm not going to let no one take that away from me, because I'm really excited. And honestly, I'm super excited that I've actually been to Miami before, because if I hadn't been to Miami before, I'd be pissed, because NABJ's lineup is so stacked with so much good programming, so many good journalists there. Like, it's literally from basically Wednesday through Saturday of just like constant great panels.
I'm jealous.
Receptions. There's so many receptions, so many luncheons, so many parties. It's going to be like literally a fucking nonstop 16-hour workday. And hopefully I come out with some double time and a fat ass check. But to get back to what Mark was saying earlier, I mean, it's always tough really kind of balancing what you want to do with what you need to do. And that's kind of what I was mentioning earlier, just reevaluating kind of how you outlook on things, because it's like we came up at a time in a transitional time where it's like our parents, did what they had to do so that we could go to college, so that we could get stable careers, so that we could work our way up and be white collar. But guess what? That's all gone. Like, those middle class jobs, they don't exist anymore, and they're going away. And so now we're in a transitional time where it's like we're forced to choose between doing what we want to do and trying to build something from the ground up with little to no support, or trying to hold on to what's there and trying to get the gatekeepers to let us in and let us potentially build, even though we know it might not lead anywhere, and we might be just as pissed off and sad as if we were broke. So it's really not necessarily a win. You really can't win either way. So really all you can do is look at it, look what you want, look at the life that you want, and just try to build and network towards that. And at the end of the day, you can't complain because you did your best. So that's it, man.
I don't know how dark and depressing I was going to get.
It could have went a lot worse.
I know. I was like, how dark and depressing were you gonna go? Were you gonna go my beautiful dark twisted mind?
Nah, man, I'm good. I'm this time around. I'm not in the same mindset of other times when I go through shit and I kind of get sad. I don't know. I guess it's kind of like the athlete in me, where it's like you kind of respond to things, and you can either choose to respond to them, where it's like, fuck it, I'm just gonna grind and it's gonna suck, but what else can I do?
Grind boy, yeah, that's him.
Or you just get sad and you're just like, fuck it, I don't want to try. Like,
yeah, pause.
But luckily, I'm much more of the first right now, and I'm going through it, but I'm maintaining, and so fuck it. But yeah, man, on that note, shout out to the good news.